we're at the Good Food and Wine Show, and I'm with Louise Diviney from Rich Glen Olive Oil. Thanks for joining us, Louise.
It's a pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Can you please tell us a bit about your olive oil?
Certainly. Our olive oil comes from Yarrawonga, which is in northeastern Victoria. We have 36,000 trees on the property of different varieties. We have our own pressing facilities on the farm, so we can harvest the olives and press them all in the same day, which helps retain some of the health benefits and the flavour.
And what are the health benefits of olive oil?
They're very good to lower your cholesterol. They're also very good for your skin. You can apply it to your skin and it helps to level out the pH in your skin. It's also got natural vitamin E occurring in it naturally.
So it's something that's very good for women?
Absolutely. So you can digest it or apply it.
And what should customers look for when they're buying olive oil?
Well, olive oil is like wine. It varies in different regions. It basically comes down to price and taste, like wine does. But if you want to test if your olive oil is what it's saying it is, extra virgin olive oil, you need to put it in the fridge. Good oil will always solidify, which would go hard. So that's how you test there's no additives or chemicals in your oil.
So are some oils not what they say they are?
Absolutely. Some companies, not so much in Australia, they do a second and third press. So we do one cold press, and that's what they call extra virgin olive oil. It's just the first press. Then anything else from that we use as fertiliser on the farm. But some olive groves do a second and third press, and often it's necessary to add chemicals or diesels to extract some more oil out of the olives. So it's an inferior product.
So it's important to buy first pressed olive oil. It's important to buy first pressed olive oil, is it?
Yep. Always ask if it's first cold pressed, which means it's extra virgin, and also ask the producer how old it is. With smaller companies, you know how old the oil is and where the olives are coming from, which is very important.
So can you cook anything in extra virgin olive oil?
You can. They say that you shouldn't have it to a high steam point, because it's carcinogenic. That's only olive oil that's been heat treated in the first place. So like meat, when you can't cook it twice, that's why they're saying if you cook with extra virgin olive oil it can be carcinogenic, but that's only if the oil has been extracted with heat in the first place, which most companies don't do.
So you can use the olive oil for frying, extra virgin olive oil for frying.
That's all we use. We have an 18-litre drum in the kitchen, which we go through far too much, and my children just go back to it and fill up a bottle, and we use it for everything. I don't have any other oil in the house.
Actually, neither do I. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Louise.
lovely.
Very informative.
Thanks very much.
I'm with Diego from Freixenet. Thank you for joining us. Can you please tell us a bit about the history of the sparkling wine and the inspirational woman behind it?
Well, the company was founded by my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother, but the history is, as many Spanish wineries, dates back to the 18th century, where my great-grandmother's family used to make wine in the old farmhouse in a town about 40 kilometers south of Barcelona. My great-grandmother was a wonderful and very courageous woman, because she lost her husband and also her eldest son during the Spanish Civil War, and thanks to her courage and her determination, he was able to move the company forward, and now we are what we are. We are the largest sparkling wine producer in the world.
It's a very famous brand, and you can see it basically on every supermarket shelf and everywhere in the world. And so she must have been a very determined woman to go through all that grief of losing her husband and her son to push the business forward. How did that happen?
Well, she was involved in the business from very early days because she was the only child of her family. So being the only child, the eldest, made her be involved with all the winemaking since she was very, very young. And she actually was the winemaker for this company for many years. She died in 1978 when she was over 80 years old. Probably one of the secrets was she drank a glass of cava, of sparkling wine, every day. And she was lucky enough to have good health until she died, and she died sleeping in bed.
No, but that's the way we'd all love to die, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And what's special about your cava or sparkling wine?
Well, I think the special thing about these products is because now that we live in a world of globalization, people talk about global things, and we tend now to go for things that are unique, and you can only find the grapes we produce these cavas from only in Spain, and only in this particular part of Spain called Penedès. And so that makes them unique. And people now look for unique things that are authentic. And this is really not something that you can find here in Australia, or you can find in New Zealand, or in the US, or any other place, just in this particular part of Spain. So that makes it authentic, that makes it unique.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's a fascinating story, and good luck at the show.
Thank you very much.